welcome back to The Breakthrough. I am Hanif Carter, aka Billionaire Carter.
And I am Sofina De Jesus, aka Sofina the Diva.
And we are still here in the Bay Area, here at Nardi Russell's establishment. Dude has been a great host, wonderful host, independent artist as well.
Right.
Make sure y'all check out that interview when that drops.
Yeah, you guys should have already seen that one. So go back, rewind, and look at that episode.
My bad. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, we forgot. We are on our 7th episode.
Cheers to us.
7th heaven.
Oh.
Cheers. Hey.
Don't worry, guys. I'm over 21. I know. I fooled y'all.
The 7th episode, we will be talking
about
what the viewers want to see from us.
And that's us.
Yes.
They want to know about us, which is really touching. Thank you guys.
Y'all.
I mean, we have been talking about other independent artists, but us ourselves, we are independent artists too. So why not share that?
True.
In our stories. So,
yes.
You want to go first or you want me to go first?
Ladies first.
Oh man, I knew you were going to say that.
Yes, of course. You know, you got to be a gentleman. Here is a segment where Sofina is getting ready to share her story.
Okay.
Her independent story.
Okay.
Let's hear it. I'm listening.
All right, guys. I'm really giddy. I'm really turned up right now. So let me calm down so I can tell you my serious story. Okay, there's funny and there's funny and everything. Okay. Let me try and make a long story short because as y'all know and a lot of people know that I can talk a lot. So I'm just going to try to start from little snippets. Maybe you could chime in and be like, Sofina, continue on to another part. But we'll see. Okay.
Continue on to another part.
Thank you so much. Oh, it all started when I was a little pee-wee. So I did dancing, acting, and gymnastics all at once, which is a lot to do because I was so hyper. My mom needed me to be in everything and anything to burn off my energy. And it did, in fact, burn off energy. But I did a show called Hip Hop Harry when I was younger. Blew up. It was amazing. I like to call it a cooler version of Barney. Anyway, it was awesome. But then I was like, you know what? I need to go back to gymnastics and pursue that because you can only do gymnastics for so long. It's a very young sport. So I dropped dancing and I dropped acting and I pursued gymnastics. And on my journey of gymnastics, I was supposed to go to Olympic trials. I was on the national team. I went to Japan. I won first on floor in Japan, which was really amazing and really fun. But then when I got back, I was competing and I fractured my back. And that was the end of the Olympic dream. But I believe everything happens for a reason. I got to enjoy high school. I went to prom. It was just a really awesome and really amazing experience. And then I was blessed to get a full ride scholarship to UCLA. And then even UCLA had its ups and downs. You know, I wasn't my true self. I was having my own roller coasters, especially going into college as a 17-year-old. I wasn't like fully mature and out in the world and just like, I just wasn't there. So it was really, really rough. By my senior year, I was like, who is this person? I don't know who I am. I need to get back to myself. And I went home that summer. I talked to my mom and my sister, my best friends. And they're like, Sofina, you're sad because you're not you. Go back to being Sofina the Diva. So that's exactly what I did. I got in the studio. I made my song for my floor music, which I put all the cool, things back then, which was a little while ago, in my dance routine, in my floor routine, and I killed it. Now I say I killed it. Before I would not say that because that just sounds weird to say that to yourself. But I became my true Sofina the Diva. Performed that my senior year, which I hadn't performed floor in 4 years or more because I also fractured my back. And it was just a great feeling. It was like, I can't even remember it. It was just as if I was just floating and just capturing with the audience and myself and my teammates and all that. And then I went viral. And that was
yourself.
I did. I reinvented myself. Yes. Thank you for putting that in there because I didn't even that just clicked. Mm-hmm. I reinvented my new Sofina the Diva as a mature person. And it was amazing. I went on Ellen and just toured around and went to different shows, talked about my experience and things of that sort. And then after that, now I'm transitioning. I want to go back to acting because now that I'm done with gymnastics, I'm retired. I'm an old grandma in the sport. I want to go back to my other passion, which is acting. And here I am pursuing that. I've done quite a few things, so keep checking me out. Follow me on Instagram and YouTube because I got my own YouTube channel too. Both of them are Sofina the Diva, and make sure you put that N in the Sofina, not Sophia, because that's a pet peeve of mine. But that's my story, and I hope you enjoyed it.
Man, that was great. I'm touched from that,
Are
definitely. You? Yeah, definitely, especially if you injured your back.
Yeah.
and then you came back and then you went viral at UCLA. Like that, I still watch that, you know, sometimes, and it's hype. It gets me hype. That hip hop routine. If y'all haven't seen it, y'all gotta go check that out. And you know, and your girl Sophina, she knows what she's doing, you know, for sure. And then she reinvented herself. Now she's back into it.
Yeah.
As far as the acting and things like that, I'm pretty sure she's probably, you know, you teaching young ladies and stuff too, as well as some gymnast time.
Yeah, well, mainly on my YouTube channel. That's when I reach out the most to the young kids out there. I say my little stories, my little skits and stuff about my own experiences, but in a funny, you know, out there way.
Okay. Well, I am proud of you, Sophina.
Thank you.
We are on this independent journey together.
Yes, we are.
You know. Yes.
I thought a handshake felt good right there. Oh, cheers. We can cheers.
Yes, we can cheers. There you go. Cheers.
Okay, so I've said my story. I know I talked a lot, guys, but I want to know your story. The viewers want to know your story, so please share with us the start, beginning, middle, end.
Okay.
Sorry.
Well, I was born in Culver City, California. Yes, and I am a childhood actor. Been acting since 1994. Been SAG since 95, 96.
Wait, I was born in 94.
Yeah, so I've been acting as long as you've been born. So I've been in movies, commercials, plays, all type of stuff, from Black Knight, Santa Claus 2, Kingdom Come, to the Dreamgirls play, MasterCard commercials, Southwest, all as a kid, you know, and some, you know, older too. You know, I did the Meet the Browns show with Tyler Perry out there when I was living in Atlanta. Done the Soul Train Awards, was a red carpet host with Wendy Williams, and what was that, 2013? Yeah, so I have a lot of, you know, little roots with the game. Some of my challenges, having too many talents is one of my big challenges. Definitely too many talents to focus on, you know, a couple. That's been through me, you know, always with sports, acting, you know, different things as such as like that, even skateboarding, things like that. I went through those phases where I'm just, the Most High has blessed me with many talents, so I've had many challenges with those talents as well. With me, I can say, you know, if for handsome men out there, you know, the women, you know, it's a challenge, you know. So if you're a man out there, and you trying to stay focused, stay away from that, man. You know, and definitely, you know, stay focused. You know, that's what I lost. That was one of my challenges, being focused and continuing on the grind, you know, and continue moving up. But since I have, you know, I can say for the past 3.5 years, I have reinvented myself and have, you know, have started my own business, moving in that entrepreneurial realm, started music this past 1.5 years, and I got away from the acting because I felt like with me and my tattoos and stuff, I kind of felt like I was kind of past that. So I was like, you know what, let me go ahead and I seen what was in the industry as far as the music wise, and I'm like, let me go ahead and just and go out and take it, you know, put a foot in my neck real quick and see if I can, you know, do it. But it's been a blessing. I have music that's out right now that's streaming well, and you know, and I'm here on the breakthrough. Yeah. You know, I never thought that, you know, this would be right here, but you know, happening, you know, with people that you know love being around, but it's here, it's happening right now. So I can say these past 3 years, man, have just been a blessing for me. I've been able to grow as a man. I have my son, you know, he's helped me grow a lot. I've seen a lot of my problems, a lot. And that's just helped me be able to become a better person. And, you know, all I can say is that I'm here today, and I'm here to tell y'all.
Oh, I loved that story. That was really good. Man, there's a lot of things I really want to say about it, and I'm just like, I'm lost for words, which is really weird. I never lost for words.
Really
But you really spoke something true, like many, many true points in there. Through the last 3 years, I know you're having some music coming out. What do you think has been some of your biggest achievements?
Biggest achievement, since I can say being a father, that's been the biggest growth for me, is being a father, because you gotta really step it up to the plate when you're a father. Yeah. So that's brought me up there to that level. But I can say business-wise, learning how to really leverage your credit. That's a big thing in this game, especially as independent-wise. You gotta learn how to leverage your credit so you can be able to, you know, get what you need. You know, use other people's money. Dom Kennedy says that, you know, OPM, other people's money. Shout out to him. Independent too as well. Actually, I'll let you guys know I did that Curly Top Sonatica video back in the day. For that album back in the day, it was called the LAUSD Los Angeles Unified Sound District. It was a It was an album that had like 30 of the LA top artists, and I did the video for him. So, you know, back in the day, I was good, you know. But shout out to all them, whoever was there, KC Veggies, all them, you know, they was on the album. So.
That's dope. I gotta go look at that because I never knew that.
Hey, you know, it's a lot of things out there, you know, people don't know.
Yeah, exactly. You guys are gonna have to go research, both of us, and like find those little nicks and crannies that we've done.
Sophina, look what we have here today.
I'm scared.
Hello, Clarice.
What?
So, here's a viewer question. Sophina, did you ever see yourself hosting a talk show?
Ooh, that's a hard question because I like to talk. So I guess in theory, yes, but no, because after gymnastics, I always thought of pursuing acting, which I mean, they're both in front of the camera, but I never really thought I would actually be hosting. So this is a really awesome opportunity. It's amazing. I love you guys behind the cameras, in front of the cameras. It's just been a great bond and experience, and I just cannot wait to see where it goes.
Well, that is it for today, ladies and gentlemen. We are here, still in the Bay.
Bay.
We are breaking through continually. So until next time,
breakthrough. Ooh, wait, we got cheers.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Wait, let's do it again. Ready?
Okay.
No, hold the glass. Okay, ready? Until
Until
next time, breakthrough.
Welcome back to the Breakthrough In-Depth Interviews. I am one of your hosts, Hanif Carter, aka Billionaire Carter.
And I am your other co-host, Sophina the Diva, or my normal name, Sophina de Jesus.
We are still here in the Bay Area, and we have a treat for y'all. We are here at 102.9 KBLX with, I'ma say it, my auntie.
Not my auntie.
Soon now. Delores Thompson. She is an incredible MC, author, writer, producer, all of the above?
All of the above.
All of the above. Mother, beautiful, strong woman. Thank you for having us.
Thank you for letting me come on your show. And I am your auntie, too.
Okay, now she's my auntie. It's official, guys. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes. So while we are here in the Bay, we wanted to ask her, and I know the viewers want to know as well, you know, what does independent mean to you, being indie?
Independent. Well, I think, if nothing else, Prince taught us that independent means that you can run your own company, you can take charge of your own product, and you can have the rights to everything that you do. Yeah. You know, many years people were signed to record labels, and record labels benefited from a lot of people's hard work, a lot of their labor. And, you know, and I'd say twofold for rappers.
Okay.
They did a lot of sampling, but had they not did a lot of sampling, a lot of the artists that didn't benefit off of owning their own royalties, owning their own product, would not have been getting the money that they're getting now.
Okay.
So twofold to the rappers for bringing back a lot of artists and getting them paid, because a lot of them did not. I mean, if you listen to somebody, and this is before your time, like Little Richard, his thing was, I can't get no respect because he wasn't getting paid for a lot of the work that he did. So yeah.
That's interesting. I like that little insight. Okay, so I've been seeing, this is a total side note, you doing your thing here. Can you tell us and the audience a little bit what you do here, you know, what you're passionate about it as well?
Okay. Well, radio is my passion. I've been in radio for over 20 years. I started out in Los Angeles at KGFJ Radio, my first radio station, and then I moved on to Stevie Wonder's radio station, which is KJLH. I'm back home now in the Bay at 102.9 KBLX, which is a heritage station, just like Stevie Wonder's station. It's one of those staples that everybody comes home to, everybody looks forward to hearing, and we have some of the best on-air personalities in the country.
Oh, yes, in the country.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you name a few of those?
Well, one is Nikki Thomas.
Okay.
And we also have Sterling Baby James, and of course myself.
Of course.
Yes.
Boom. This is all we need.
That's it.
So are you here every single day?
No, I'm only here on the weekends.
Oh, that's nice.
What I do during the week is I started a broadcast department and a 24-hour radio station at Oakland School for the Arts, which is a performing arts high school in downtown Oakland.
Wow.
Hey. I love that. I
teach the babies.
Hey.
Yeah. Each one teach one.
And, you know, here at The Breakthrough, we're here, you know, we're all about indie and being independent. And I know you have, you know, my cousin, your daughter, who is an independent artist as well. How has that been, you know, still handling your business, but, you know, being the mom and trying to, you know, build her career, help her out with that?
Yeah, well, Sunday Simon is my daughter, and she's been writing and producing for many years now. So my thing as her mom is to guide her with what I know. Her father is a multi-platinum record producer. He has like 6 or 7 multi-platinums under his belt. So to guide her to have knowledge about royalties, have knowledge about points, have knowledge about publishing, that's all very, very important. And I've seen over the years a lot of artists, they jump right in because they're eager, you know, no fault. But they jump right in because they're eager and they're excited, and oftentimes they're surrounded by big names and it all looks glamorous, but at the end of the day, if you don't have anything to show for it, and again, you don't own your own intellectual property, your own publishing, then you're left bitter. So my job is to guide her in all those things that she doesn't know, as well I do the kids at Oakland School for the Arts. We're more than broadcast. It's all life journey.
Definitely.
So how did you learn these skills that you teach your daughter and all the students? You know, some tips you have for us?
I guess it started when I was a kid. I've had a brother who's been in the music industry all my life. He was a house producer for Motown. So I'm a sponge. Whatever it is that I want to be a part of, I learn every entity of it. So even though I'm not a musician, I learned all about the record industry, and I have worked in artist management before. So I make myself available and I get around people who are doing what it is that I'm interested in. And music is a big part of my life, always has been. So I learned a lot from my brother and watching him and a lot of his friends that are industry giants. You know, I've been blessed to be surrounded by people who have been game changers in this industry, and sometimes without even knowing that that's who they were, which is probably why they let me hang out. But like I said, I'm a sponge, you know, I'm a student of the game. So I'm always willing to learn, even at this stage in broadcast. I'm still willing to learn. So I pick it up and I pass on the information.
That's great. And that goes to one of the things that we said in a previous episode, I believe.
The one right before this.
Yeah, exactly.
The tips and tricks.
The tips, you know, as far as being in that circle, being around where you want to be at as the artist, when whatever aspect that is, music, writing, being in that aspect, in that element, and soaking up the game. That's basically what she said.
Absolutely.
Right.
It's key, very
so would
key.
you like to give us and the audience a tip that maybe one of your biggest tips? I know you have a bunch because you're a sponge.
Well, one of my biggest tips is likability. People will do a lot for you if they like you. So it's best to always put your best foot forward and always be ready. Always be ready to show up and shine and be likable. I've gotten to where I'm at by people just liking me. Doors didn't always open for me. I had to get in and work. And I tell, my other thing is, and I got to get more than one, get in where you fit in. So if you can get in on the ground floor of a company that's, you know, something that you want to grow in, go in on that ground floor. Don't be too proud. You know, you got to start somewhere. I built my reputation by getting in and carving out paths for myself. I mean, when people ask me, well, how do you do the show Unsung? I'm always on TV One's Unsung series. Well, they knew my reputation from LA. And again, Delores is likable. Again, Delores is somebody that's easy to work with. Again, Delores can follow direction. And again, Delores is going to give you 100 every time. So, you know, you have to be able to get in where you can fit in and be likable. People will remember you.
Once again, we are at 102.9 KBLX in San Francisco, Bay Area. Stand up. We're here with my auntie once again, Delores Thompson. Thank you so much for having us.
Yes.
Where can the people find you at?
On Instagram, it's Yo Girl Delores, YOGIRL Delores. And on Facebook, I'm simply Delores. So check me out.
Woo, perfect. Make sure to check her out on every platform. Make sure to tune in. You could call in as well if you really want to. She has some good advice. You know, it's good. I've been listening. I've been tuning in. Well, that is it today for the Breakthrough in-depth interviews. Thank you so much, Delores.
Thank you for having me. It's been my pleasure. Let me just tell you, I'm super impressed and I'm proud of you, Hanif. I've watched you grow. I remember when you were just little, Hanif, and so I am cheering you on. I'm your biggest fan. God bless you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Well, I'm all giddy over here. I'm gonna have to get out of here before I start blushing.
You are a little bit. I see a little red.
I know, but thank y'all for tuning in. Again, until next time,
Breakthrough.